Hey, you guys, what's going on here? Welcome back into another podcast episode in Mighty Heroes. And you guys basically probably know. So yeah, we are back of another episode. We don't get even one of continuities, even though based on this Power Rangers. So yeah, these even though it's different, obviously. But if you guys biggest fan of Fortnite, we're gonna be continuous talking about it. So yeah. Before we get started, I want to shout out to you guys. The reason why you're the guys that make this because you support my your content on our community. Because of that, you guys are the greatest. Keep being the greatest. If you want to check out our previous seasons podcast, please go check it out. And this year is about to be turned money year. I mean, 3 years old of this comedian. Community. Yeah, you basically know what I mean. So let's get started. Alright, who's in there? Conway, what's going on? The two brothers is here. Well, that's one buddy here, but Brandon, Mogogo Power Rangers. Yeah, Dino Dunner. I just wish it was a been commercial instead of that. Whoop. Another ghost technique again. Yeah, means thank you. Forget me fellas about that. There we go. Brandon. What's going on, two brothers? Gonna be talking about what's Power Rangers once again. Even though guys is the biggest fan of Power Rangers. So you guys probably know everybody's been talking about the Fortnite. And speaking of Fortnite, we had another great if from Dino Dunder. I just wish I was in a commercial right now as a Boo Dino Dunder. But it's only Tommy and Trent. Oh man, I wish it was Ethan too. Cause you guys probably know Ethan is a very iconic character because ever since he been in appearances in the commercials like Jetix, Hero Come Tune In, that's the reason why they pick Ethan in the group instead of Connor. You know why Connor wasn't the best character? Like we thought we were. I used to thought he was the greatest, but it took me a lot of experience to realize that people will criticize that because of the disagreement of the writing. It's not his character. It's based on the writing of his character. Is doesn't necessarily like it's usually, but yeah. I was going to share screen with you guys to show you guys this of Dino Dunder. Since it's Morphin time, Dino Dunder power up. Yeah, Heavy said it's Morphin time. Yeah, it's power up. Sorry, I had to power up for a minute. So yeah, a while back, I was going outside to see this little kitty again. Let's see the house. Shoot. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to get this thing out of the way, but sometimes this thing keeps going slower and slower again. So we got Fortnite. I just wish that we somehow made this commercial of Dino Thunder. If they did, then we probably will bring. If the dang person would bring more, Ethan would have done that. I just wish it was Ethan too, because I would have been very upset. But at least we got Tommy and Trent because they loved them. I just wish it was Ethan too, because Ethan would want to join friends. I know Kevin Haney. Imagine if I play as him, portraying his character of this, people will go nuts. And yeah, I love to play this guy like him because it's single that you probably know that it's gonna be based on real documentary story about that. Cause actors who plays their story of who plays them before they were famous, became famous, portraying as them before they became famous, it's like a history movie of actor who plays the classic actors of that. So they could tell it based on the real life too. And what's going on behind the scenes. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, isn't it? Okay. Again, this thing's driving me nuts. Ugh. Alright, so I'm gonna put this up for tonight and edit it more because I have been doing fan wars since the last week because I had to really take a break for that. So let's see, we got a lot of news about it because it is almost next month. We're trying to find out what is the big deal is, what we gotta upgrade more for the reboot. And again, if we could get this thing as possible as done and we possibly want it to be, then we can have a series of competition between one of these two. I mean, my project against theirs. And it would have been imagined because Superman, for example, DC Universe and DC Extra Universe having versus each other. What's up? What's going on, Freddy Conjures Classroom? And last time I've been in his channel, and I'm doing good. So, how's everybody doing this? Chat. How's everybody doing in the comments? Because, everyone, it's almost March. We're into March. And speaking of March, it's my mom's birthday on the 8th. And that is Sunday. Glad you're doing good. Glad everybody doing good today. Because it's basically what's going on. We got 93. You're getting there. I had 933 subscribers now. Oh my goodness, you're getting there. It takes a lot more. Because if I had to do this. And also shout out to one another to get the subscribers right away. Let's make this celebration of this open. Yes, Sally, giving a shout out to him right away. So yeah, good. So yeah, soccer news. I just wish Ethan was here right now in this game because we would have had hired somebody else of commercial, even though there wasn't even here. But this is really soccer. But here it is, Fortnite. I never get to the Fortnite. I mean, I play Fortnite just once. If I get a chance, I will eventually will set it up for my channel, for there's only a channel for the Money Hills, Fortnite, other stuff too, Minecraft, Gmon, and other stuff too. So yeah. But here's Tommy, the on-time favorite. Everybody loves Tommy very much. And speaking of that, I still had my. I was originally gonna get that Morpher because it's gonna be. But at least I got for that I should have done. You guys probably know is we doing that, get some painting stuff, supplies, and yeah. I'm gonna ask my brother. Can we go to next time we go to the store? We're gonna have to go to get some supplies because I definitely need some. We store my stuff. We paint them. Take any piece out. I'm gonna cover some papers all in there so you guys can probably know. Because I will. Because last time I did it's the helmet. I gotta redo this again. But other than that, I love this. People are going to really buy this right now or get this character of the game. And White Ranger, this is totally more phenomenal. And like I said, if it gets really high, I probably will get. If I get any of these suits right now, especially the blue one that I had here, I probably will definitely make a commercial, probably a flashback, and yeah, because you remember Mighty Morphin did a. Mighty Morphin did a commercial of that, and that is a nighttime favorite. They did Trini, Billy. They did Lab Bling. If we do like Triceratops too, it would have been iconic. Because if we do like that, it would have been so much better. Like I would have been high fought to get this film. I don't know what characters in it. I didn't do enough research. But I eventually look it up. But I did see on the Mighty Morphin commercial of the creatures. And oh my god. Looks iconic. I just wish we do something like this, like they did in Mighty Morphin commercial or trailer of that. If we do a trailer like this and get the costumes, if they did blue, then eventually we'll get this thing out. Probably we get some stock overs. I really want to get this thing so badly, so we might get some teams. I might train it for a bit. We might. Yeah, so I probably will book this script, and then it's probably a short film script. And then again, I would love to voice Blue because the reason why I wanted to do that because I want to be an honor. It's not only that; it's because you want to honor of somebody. Imagine you meeting Jason David Franks of the story. So definitely, yeah. Let's see. On Sunday night, Watson, the typically winter storms period of snow and wind, well, 34 degrees. Fahrenheit, I mean Fahrenheit. Northwest headed there at 18, 19, at 20 to 30 miles per hour of chance of snow, 100%, 5 to 8 inches of snow. You know, a long time ago, we used to have based on snow. We used to have a lot of snow 15 years ago. Now we're back to snow, but it's not. We didn't have enough snow like we used to have. I'm gonna take my kitty with me back to the house. Give him some heating, healthier. This thing is driving me nuts. Come on. No, no. Alright, so alright. But meanwhile, I'm trying to get this thing as possible. This thing is giving me another nerd. Again, this stupid technique thing. It's because of the fact that when we first had this thing, it's really driving me insane. Um, okay, while we get this thing going, let me see if we had a pull the screen, if we could see that they did a commercial. I know I've seen so many times. Imagine if we seen Dino Thunder and other stuff, including Wabble, and I know Connor's gonna be mad, but everyone will be mad because, we see Wabble and you see the money with include with these soups. I do want it, and it looks exactly like it. Maybe with a top on it, looks like a nice one. But if we do a practical stuff and bring back the 2000s again, like it used to be, great. It would have been iconic. Now, iconic looks from the 80s affects a little bit. Now, if everybody would have been very excited about it, it would. Oh my god. What's good? Chickens. Jeez, what's going on? Just looking at some stuff of the Power Rangers, even though they are talking about the reboot. It's Morphin time. Oh. So, so I think AI just really sometimes had agree, sometimes really had issues that we had issues with that. But but on the other hand, from the Glazes, it does give us sometimes I kind of glad I'm in the midst a little bit. Not a lot because sometimes I listen to music and use that to search on that, and it gave me help me search on that and help ideas, locations, or something like that from the Glees on that. Not as 2 months like everybody else, because the basement not happening. Okay, sorry, my nose is keep doing it again. You have to excuse me for that. Trying to get this particular going. But yeah, Mighty Morphin, when I first saw this commercial, it looks pretty. I feel like I'll watch this again and see potential if we could get a confirmation, if we could get one of these people, whoever is in charge of this. Hopefully, we could get the soups, have the crossover with them one of these days, and whenever we start filming in, it would have been so much iconic right now. Like collaborating with Power Rangers, like especially MPR. Dino Thunder will join the others Power Rangers. Now, if we did a commercial, it would have been so much. They did with MPR, and now they're bringing this one. Like I said, I hope we bring back others too. This thing is driving me nuts. I gotta say. MPR is also the greatest of icon at all times. Um, Power Rangers with my Morphin, and then you got Dino Thunder. Everybody. Before you buy, join it with the others. It's like reminds you of Hasbro toy collection, lightning collection of all times. It's like basically on truth, literally. Like I've seen it so many times, and yeah, this is driving really crazy in that. Not only that, that would be excited for that. Yeah, it's like every now and then this thing keeps acting up. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna answer no. Yeah, so MMPR was the greatest, not just the greatest, but iconic franchise that people going on. When I seen the movie first, and then I got the tape of that VCR tape of this, and then after that, I seen the MMPR back in 2010. That was after Money Woman. I think it's the last son of Disney era before Saban bought it and bought it back from the Whites and just bring it to Nickelodeon. That they should have at least carried to between MGM or Universally. And I personally wanted them to pick MGM because iconic logo that he was biggest fan of at that time, Because if MGM should have done it should have been MGM because I think it would have been the greatest that time. But you know how it is. Watson, particular storms, period, snow, low near 30 inch per hour, 30 years winds north, and at 15 miles per hour, chance of snow, 100%, Carreras 8 to 12 inches. Now, where's the way? We're supposed to have had a snow other day, but apparently not. But it's confirmed that we're going to because of the weather that we came. Now, I'm virtually we're supposed to be. Forget me, my sounds here. Here we go. Because this is a Lauren. Now, virtually we're supposed to get a name. I almost felt like the 2000 a little bit, but it's not like other ones, just a little bit. But does it feel like PS2 for you guys who watched this? Let me know in the comments. Does it actually felt like PS2 days a little bit? Or just like the modern fun in modern films? Because if we does, we might as well do that. So it felt like the PS2 days. Hey, David. David Movie House, what's going on? We're talking about Power Rangers. Huge fans of Power Rangers. Okay, let's see if we had other news. Because, again, people still talking about the reboot, and if we still do, hopefully we get this whole done here. So, if it does happen, then I might do either one. I might get this done, or I might do other ones, making a Pirate Fortnite Night slash or crossover with Power Rangers within the commercial. So yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing great, and I did nice, awesome, very awesome. And what's record today? Awesome, nice. Even though I didn't enter, but awesome. Nice. You guys probably know I did in my for you probably know I did play guitar. What's a guitar that I played for the Townsend? I wish I had a video of that. I wish I would have bought my camera, but it didn't happen just yet. They should have just recorded it instead of done both, instead of doing one and the two. But I did have a piece of that man playing the guitar. And I did make some music, if you guys probably know, obviously. I did was Mr. it was Mr. Buster piece of the mine. Killing what Ox Kelsey Kelster was nice. Very very nice. Awesome. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I got my guitar still over there. I still gotta get this between as possible I could. I'm probably gonna tune it down just a little bit, and then turn some of them down, so I can continue doing these music again. Yeah, this dance drumming noise, I just don't understand. Like if you're sometimes like they act it up. Okay. Let's see. Do we have any news of this? I'm sorry. I was working on so. See, we had any news from some of these fans and rumors? Oh, come on. Why did I? Oh! No, that's months ago. So we're gonna start celebrating for Mystic Force. You know, if he was the wheel leader and a mentor, even though they both by Tommy, the Black Ranger, and myself, I would have Paramount, you know, 7 months ago or a year ago. I was kind of disappointed at first because I will explain you guys why. When Haswell is ready to go at that time, and I was very excited because I personally wanted MC in their body. Because 10 years ago, 10 years ago, this is before Warner Bros. That I personally wanted MGM to buy it, bring back. Because one, it had a connection and is still doing physical media, bring back knowledge, and had a really connection that time. I really want to start working on my projects and start having connections very often again. That's the reason why that I really wanted them to that time. And I didn't realize at the time because my project of this script that I wrote. That's the reason why that I prefer that one. I didn't realize it because I wanted them. Because I really want to have this physical media, including DVDs, theaters, bring it back to the old days now of this logo again, like they used to. You know, like you can see how people play or buy DVDs and like blockbusters that time, and you still even concerned about it right now. That I wish I could have it. Whoever collected, shout out to them because I didn't notice that. Shout out to these guys. Like I don't know what to say. It really looks very awesome. It looks more phenomenal, and this looks iconic. I gotta say. But yeah, this is actually a story about this before this. Because I didn't realize it at that time for Paramount because I didn't want to believe it at first because this is before that. Because of that physical media, have a reunion because I didn't do it's because I didn't want to believe my friends with it because I'm in charge of that. I had the decisions when I wanted to. Some of them prefer universally, and I personally wanted MGM, and I was very upset. I was this close to going bananas too, because I would have been started making it did it way because I wanted MGM. Because whoever like this, who charged it is, I would have gone on. So it's because I didn't realize that. And so yeah, I now I started to realize everything because they have a bigger budget. And sometimes they did a mistake, but I apparently sorry you had to go do that. Yeah, had to go and do that. Yeah, because that was a year ago. Because I wanted to give you guys make this really happening for you guys. Because I've been writing a scripts, short movie, not short, um, but short films. These Power Rangers short films that I've been working on. I wanted to get this thing done as possible. Even though I couldn't get into it that time because now I realize that Paramount does really cares. At the time I didn't realize anything, but now I realize everything. You know, because of that I did a lot of research of that, and I wanted to get this Power Rangers projects release it. Well, not just release, but first production. It will be a production. The other ones will be a pre-production that you guys probably know. I'm still working on that because the first one, it's a 60s. It felt like from beginning knowledge for that time. But the second one will be on again. If you guys want to check out my You guys want to check it out? Please go in there. I will search it out right now, so you guys can check it out. And if you guys interested to do any of these voices, let me know. And I'll eventually we'll go over there, share screening you guys, and yeah, let's share screening for you guys, and definitely go watch it right now. It's called, my channel is Mighty Heroes ET, known as Entertainment. And soon this thing wow, really, this thing keeps messing up again. But yeah, if you guys want to check out my that thing, please go check it out. Mighty Heroes ET. That will be on my channel. For pre-production. Sooner or later, it will be production. We might do all three. We might do more of them, including YouTube, physical media. It depends how much. It depends of the posters that I might collate to be releasing on it to bring back Niles again with the logos with Paramount, Warner Brothers, Comcast, and Universally. No, Comcast and Universally and MGM. But yeah, you guys are the biggest fan of it, please go in there and check us out. Watch this video. First episode. You see all the logos that I made. I made this like a year ago or two. This one I made it like months ago. And that one that I made, I want to say that I'm going to be starting voicing on, is Ethan James. This one is a fan teaser. It's not really a teaser yet because it's going to be afterwards. I still had to find a way to talk to the people about this. But I will be in a hints about it. But I will be film photos of behind the scenes when we start doing the production and filming. So I still working on that. Personally, I'm still trying to. That one, you guys can check it out for the first release of the audiobook series or Audio 1. If you guys biggest fan of that, mine's will release. Second one is still coming. I'm still hoping we'll get this started. We're still working on it. But I will tell you this afterwards. Not going to get the full details just yet until afterwards. That will be afterwards. After this thing is done, then further we can tell you that. Because even though it's very excited for that. But if you guys check it out, please watch subscribe to my Mighty Heroes Entertainment channel. And yeah, go check them out. But this one, I gotta say, for that one, I was gonna share screen for you. Give me a second. I was originally wanting to get this. Yeah. Shoot. Uh, okay. Here it is. There we go. I think this is the one that actually made for the thing, but it looks pretty accurate. It looks pretty cool and accurate. Sorry, this thing is driving me nuts. I gotta say this right now. This looks pretty awesome right now. I gotta say this right now. I couldn't like see your screen right now. That's not yarn. Yeah, the way that I did look at this, it looks pretty cool. Maybe I can look this thing up. Maybe I can share screen on this instead of there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So did already before, but there it is, and it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'm sorry my camera doesn't work, but the way that I see it, these people, whoever who charges that, hoping they can do with Dino Thunder, the one that I can see on screen. We can see people fight, blast into it. And give me one more second. Okay, let's try this one more time. The helmet for Fortnite looks pretty dope. Whoever made this, shout out to them. Um, Very wish they could did it with the rest of them. I gotta say it for the least. But yeah, even though my internet keeps doing that, not my internet, that computer, my computer I'm at, my computer keeps doing that every time. Because it's running slow. Because it's got running slow. Pretend this is Time Force. But it's not, it's Dino Thunder. Money Morphin was the greatest, and yeah, if they actually did it with MEPR, well, I'm gonna say this right now, it's not silver. The device, this thing by Deciders is actually white, but the teeth is silver, but not that one. I mean, I think they got it on Mr. I guess they want to try something new. I guess they want to try something new with this new update. But it's all good. Once the fans actually love him very much, this is really we love about this. But it's pretty awesome that we get to see them again. Now, sequel Zemina almost remind me of Ones and O's just a little bit, but not as too much. But it's Fortnite style. But if we actually does another commercial scene like this, kind of like this, and it will be a lot of subscribers right now. Hopefully, one of us will be trained for this, and I hope that I will be one. It will be like the 2000, but practical. We will do with more practical styles, but only this time I rather prefer for them to do a Sunday effect, not descendant films, but it will be original. Fully original, and somebody can actually can make the costumes and dress the costumes that look exactly identical, but all fully original. Not just some of this style, but you see how MPR once and always did. It's all original, but some of the flashbacks is they're taking some syndrome from original one. That is basically why that we could have had that. I just wish that we could have done that. We created it, and this is gonna be really awesome. They did that. If they're gonna do another one, hopefully I will do a script, a new live action one, but only the probably like a short film or a commercial. It would have been hit very hard, and a lot of people would have kept watching them, and yeah, it's gonna hit the fans. People will definitely go and want to watch this every time, and then we probably will make the music, but it's not gonna be that will make this. It's gonna be Galon's Bandwidth. It's gonna be made by Galon's Bandmap because I came up with this music a couple years ago, and this music will be made by me because this music will be made by me. Since I'm good with this musical stuff, and Bandwam, Galon's Bandmap, and Soundtrap. Those are the apps that allows you to edit music so you can somehow do it. That is the reason why that you definitely can make one, making your own music, of your own rhythm, and everything. So, another news I need to talk about is the project. I'm still working on that. I'm still working on that. Fanboys, I won't forget about that. I had to reschedule that. But I did got this video done. But hopefully I won't miss it this time. So I'm eventually definitely won't miss it this time of this time. Because you know how it is. I be sometimes being busy a lot and need a break for that. But I'm still will keep the updates. That is the reason why. We thought it that she was bad, but originally she was actually good until the father kidnapped her, but Zonon actually adopted her But it does kind of make sense. ABC was good, but eventually it didn't happen since the body kidnapped her. And it's kind of crazy. So yeah, we're gonna start heading up for this week episode, even though we definitely will hear another news for that for between the end of the week of this month or next week. So once we see the horror about it between this month and next month, that if we hear from Hasbro, Disney, 20th Century Fox with the Power Rangers reboot, I'm definitely recommending it that those of you watch this, you will find a way, and I'll definitely look into it, and we'll definitely do a review on it and see how it goes for there. Cause we had some moves, but it's not actually the same that it was when they first bought it. Because when Brian Gooden was there, it went uphill. That means everything was great. But when the last CGO passed away back in 2021, and that is 5 years ago. In 2021, that is 5 years ago. Well, it'll be 5 years. Well, it's about to be 5 years. 5 years ago. That's 5 years ago. And speaking of 5 years, is 5th anniversary of Dino Fury. I think, is it? They say it's 5th anniversary, but 1, 2, 3, 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, it is 5 years. It's 5 years since they first released it on there, but I think mine would have been done a little bit better. That's what I heard. So yeah, we're gonna end this show, this podcast for this week episode. Even though we had some good news, possibly, I want to give a shout out to everybody before we leave. Shout out to the two brothers, Colin and Brandon. Shout out to, if we hear one person come by before we start heading off, Fernicon, Squadron Craftsroom, David Movie House. Shout out to him. And Jurassic Park, Floyd. He is still in the Google Power Rangers. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't, but I'm not gonna lie. But that sword never goes old and never gets old. It still keeps going. To be honest, well, a lot of people you still hate that, but it's actually kept it going. The legacy is still here and it's still going. Let's be real. Mighty Morphin, even though I know him was just once, but at the same time, you know how it is. Mighty Morphin would always sell the most and get more love. So, yeah, I still had it, but I should have got it like 10, 15 years ago. I should have got it a long time ago when he first bought it, and I should have had it back then. So, shout out to the rest of you guys. Reason why you guys are the greatest is because you support my here content. If you guys want to check out this episode, please, I will send you the link so you guys can check it out for the first episode of The Legend of Mace Tour / Power Rangers The Legend, Super Legend The Legend 05, or Super Legend for the first audience book series. Wait. Oh. So, before we go, you know what time it is. Smurfing time! Tyrannosaurus! Also, Dino Beast! Live Force! Tiger Fury, Green Ranger. Woo! You know what's gonna keep going? The reason why we keep going because JDF, known as JJ Devil Prince, the legendary Green Ranger, White Ranger, alternative Dino Thunder, yes, the Legend of Fine. Alongside Stanley Legacy, who cares about the fans? Passive about the fans. The one to give the fans is Brian Guardian, aka the last CDO, Paswell, Walt Disney 2, and Walt Disney. Keep wish for your dreams. Also, the Master of Dreams, Believe in Magic. Shout out to these guys, Disney Company, Walt Disney, who is also creating a big Magic, Believe in Magic. Shout out to you guys. The reason why you guys are the greatest is because you support my here's content in our community, even though we still keep scoring no matter what. We never give up. So yeah, we're gonna keep you updated and more for this for next week and for 12 next week. If we hear something, if I like it, you guys, if you find any news about the Power Rangers update news, let me know in the comments. If you heard something about this. And I'll keep you guys, I'll check this stuff out, and I'll probably do a review, or we'll probably do a podcast. Then we hear some updated news to review on that, so definitely, yeah. So yeah. It is the host, if you guys think it's friend there, please over there subscribe to my channel. It is your host, Small Owens, they call me Shaver Power Ranger. Subscribe to my Mighty Heroes friends over there, and it will be the link, so yeah. And I'll catch you guys just later on. Be strong, believe in yourself, and prepare for battle. And catch you guys later on. And Ranger out.